We're going. We're going. What's up, everybody? We are here on Monday, Halloween. Hope everyone's got their candy because I've eaten most of ours. Thank God Publix has extra special. We have a special guest with us today. Daniel, we got Lewis with us.
Yes, Lewis
Hello.
dressed up as a high-producing realtor today. That's our costumes all today, high-producing realtors. So I'm sure that was you could tell right away. Welcome, Lewis.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We have a third talking head on the stream today.
This
That's
is going to be the
awesome.
new costumes mugshots.
We're a three-headed top-producing realtor.
There you go.
There we go.
Yes, so good stuff. Beautiful weather this weekend and all week. It's going to be beautiful weather, like 85 degrees and sunny all week. Great week for selling some real estate.
Yes. Well, we're just on our team huddle this morning and talking about our commitments and our consequences to the commitments if you don't do them, and diving into November, December. What we need, everybody we're talking to right now is going into Q1. So, how can we find more business in Q4 to push? So it's like those are things we need to be concentrating on.
Yeah, wanted to mention quickly this morning, Lewis and I were talking. Since the market has changed, one of the areas that is becoming more lucrative for us is just as lucrative as it was before the pandemic was selling new construction. Right during the pandemic, the market was crazy. A lot of the builders were forgetting about us. But now that, for them, the market, I think new construction market's slowing down quite a bit. So now they're all competing for the realtor business. They're competing for the buyer business. They're offering things to entice us back in and to bring our buyers. So Lewis got an awesome deal under contract over the weekend with D.R. Horton, and D.R. Horton's offering great compensation for bringing buyers over, and that was in Polk County, Lake Alfred. Did you say right?
Yep, Lake Alfred.
Yeah. So D.R. Horton, the number one producing builder in the country right now. So they're doing a lot of things, and we hosted them at an event locally a while back when they first started getting really aggressive in bringing the realtors in. So we love D.R. Horton, don't we?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
So for those of you who don't know, Luis Mendez sells a lot of real estate in Polk County, and he has a huge following in Polk County from the residents, from the businesses, and he's going to talk to us a little bit today about how he's done that, how he's been able to gain influence in Polk County, and so we're excited to have him today.
Yeah, thank you. um, so I guess so. How I started was I moved into Lake Wells, and trust me, Lake Wells is a complete different area from Orlando. And so when I came here, I didn't know anyone, but I bought a house, and the mortgage was going to be like $500. So I couldn't say no, especially where I was living.
Uh-huh.
And I just liked the area. It was a really nice small town. So I was like, this is pretty cool. I get to start something new. But all my business was still in Orlando, and the drive was just, was kind of going crazy. So I'm like, I need to find a way to get business here. And so I started a Facebook group 2 years ago. In November will be 2 years ago. And the first year, I would say it went up to about maybe 600 to 800 people, and I got one good deal out of it. And then this year, now it reached 5,000 members this month, and I've gotten quite a few good deals out of that. So that was pretty awesome.
So if you keep growing at the same rate, by the end of the year, your second year would have 10x the size of your first year Facebook group population.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get. It'll be nice if I could end it with 7,000 members. It's growing pretty fast, and I have it on there. What's cool? One thing I started doing, I should have done earlier, but it clicked. During the springtime was to get people to join the group. I would put questionnaires in there. One of them is to join the newsletter, and it's helped my newsletter. They don't. It's an optional thing, but a lot of people, out of their free will, have been giving me their emails. So that's been a really cool thing too as well.
So Lewis, what was there any other Facebook groups for Lake Wales in Facebook, or did you create the first one? Because my challenge is thinking about starting one, and then you're basically competing against the other 52 that are out there.
Oh yeah, there's a few other ones out there, but I just kept it interesting and I kept it spam free and positive. Okay. And you look at every other group, it's full of negativity and it's full of spam. And I would post on there because every once in a while I'll delete comments and remove people, and I'm I just put an announcement, hey, this is a positive group, this is no spamming. And people actually like that. They don't want to constantly see spam and stuff like that. And then I get a lot of, people actually get a lot of praise for that. And now if you actually look at all the other Lake Wales groups, they're literally all the people who couldn't comment or couldn't spam on my page, they're actually going to those pages and spamming. So it's like, those are becoming the areas where you just don't want to be at. And, people just want to join my group.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the uncensored ones that is just complaining and all that good stuff.
And it's been pretty good. And then I'm doing one for Orlando as well. But what's cool is when you do that, let's say if you do it for Altamont or let's pretend Altamont, right? You do it for Altamont. You just build a group there. You invite everyone even if they don't live in Altamont. You just invite everyone and then just have people start conversation that works the algorithm. And then you reach out to a local business person and you kind of share their stuff on there. And then what they do is keep it public. Don't put it private. So what they're going to do, once you share on that page, they're going to share that link to their page. And once they share it to all their friends and customers are going to go on there, and you could invite them to your Facebook group and your real estate page too.
Audience sharing.
Yeah.
Huge thing that you can leverage by, even if you're hosting a virtual event like a StreamYard and you bring on a guest that has a huge audience, you get the benefit of the shared audience. So that's, that's great. And tell us about one of the events or one of the actions that you've done this year that has had the most impact on growing your page. Because I talk to you every day, and some days you say, hey, I gained 100 people yesterday or something like that.
Well, I would say the biggest thing that helped push, I think it pushed almost 1,000 people, was the hurricane. But just really, I would post local events. I would just keep posting local things. And I would post things like, every once in a while. And then I'll post real estate. I'm the only realtor in the group. Or if there is other realtors, they, I kind of monopoly the page where they, they don't post. But what really works is I would post something like going on, like this past weekend we had Pioneer Day, and it was a 45th year Pioneer Day, and it's like it's a big local event here, and it's like going back into like the 1800s. So a lot of people like going here, and then there's a lot of vendors that come by, but it's a 2-day event, happens once a year, and then so I'll post that, and then that itself will get like 100 likes and then comments and shares, or I would go to a restaurant, or maybe a restaurant would invite me over, like we had a new burrito restaurant open up. It was called Locoritos, and they invited me over. I ended up getting my whole family got to eat for free, and I just promoted it on there. And I'd say that one had a lot of people to join.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. Oh, sorry. What really helped boost as well in the beginning was I did a competition. I went to a local restaurant. I got a $25 gift card, and then the local people who I added, I said, hey, for a week straight, I'm doing a competition. Whoever invites the most people wins the gift card. And then so that was the one that really started it. They started inviting a bunch of people, and that boosted my page up to 500. That was the first year. And the lady who actually won, I ended up listing her house.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So the more reasons you can have to have more winners, more contests, more winners, more rapport. That allows you to have that one-on-one communication. And so you were also doing the like voting on these different burger joints recently, I noticed. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm actually doing that on my personal page where I purposely did local businesses around where I work. And so I would, I did like a little kind of like a basketball bracket. And then I would just tag them and I have people vote. It boosts the algorithm, and my personal page has grown I got like about 500 people in a month just from doing that. And each business, they're sharing that to their business page. So they're promoting me. I'm helping them out a little bit. They're promoting me, but I'm getting all of their local followers, and they're joining. They're becoming a follower of my page. So, and that's been pretty cool. And I just started that. It's literally takes 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes to edit the photo and share it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's great to be able, these people are doing business with you. You had a listing that you sold earlier this year from someone that you got from the Facebook group, if I remember correctly. And so, it's super important just you create these groups and they're just like-minded. You can create groups of like-minded special interests. It could be your geographic location, or it could be a hobby that you're into. But when you have these groups of like-minded individuals, they're going to be more likely to trust you. There's that kind of instant rapport. And so that's awesome. So good job on forming those groups. And I know, we talk about adding new groups, and so it's something that a lot of agents should look into, creating new groups, special interest groups, geographic groups. It could be boating. It could be whatever it is that you're into. So nice work, Lewis.
Yeah.
No, I think it's
Thank
great.
you.
It makes me want to go start another one. And I like the fact that you can control it in the comments that are in there and the realtors and other stuff, and just delete the spam and keep it quality. I mean, I'll do it for a free dinner here and there.
Yeah, hey, it works.
In the restaurant.
I know a realtor that has a group, a geographic town Facebook group, and he's got thousands of people in his, and he doesn't allow any real estate professionals into his group. And periodically he'll have like a relative of his post in his group, like, "Hey, I'm looking for a house. Anyone know a good realtor?" And so inevitably the realtors know not to post in this group because they'll get kicked out, but they'll send that person messages. And so then they report back to him who sent him messages from the group, and then he removes them from the group.
Well, it's starting to become, because I've had people do that. Like, I need a realtor. And it'll be like, I get like a bunch of people, even who I don't know, will tag me. And I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. And then I get a few other ones, see it. I'm like, oh, that's my competition out there.
Well, so this is what Kevin does with like Nona, is there's other realtors in his groups. He's got 13 or 14,000 people in the group, and someone asks for a good realtor. He goes, "I'm a real estate agent, but I want to share with you who the top 3 agents are in the area. 1, 2, and 3. He's in the top 3. So if you are choosing somebody, you're going to get a lot of names around here, but these are the top 3 in Lake Nona." Like, I'll get tagged in the group as an agent, but I'm 1 out of 100 versus them is like 30 out of 100 or whatever it is. And so if you do want to be biased, then, you post out there who the top 3 are in Lake Wales. And you should pick me because I'm the best and I run the group, but, be biased about it as well.
Yeah, there's a couple different approaches to that. But that's awesome. It's just an awesome strategy for generating more business, to build your influence and your sphere of influence and your database. So nice work on that. Also connecting with the business owners locally. That's great too. So good job on that. And I'm sure it's going to keep doubling every few months. So that's excellent stuff. So, Todd, we have some events coming up. You have something else? All right.
No, we got some events coming. We got the virtual one. I'll let you go on to first.
Yes. So we have a virtual event this Thursday, November 3rd at 12 o'clock Eastern time. And we're hosting the Airbnb King and Queen. So if you ever want to learn how to sell more short-term rental property, this is an agent event. It's a learning opportunity. It's an educational StreamYard. So if you're an agent and you want to learn how to maximize your sales in the short-term rental market, just learn the ins and outs, analyzing short-term rentals, this is a great virtual event for you to attend. Let us know about that. We'll get you an invitation to it. It's a private event, so let us know. And it's free. It's a virtual event from 12 to 1 o'clock. And that's going to be excellent. That's with Andres and Kelly Ospina. And they've been doing not only selling Airbnb, but they have a lot of creative strategies for creating multifamily homes. And that ties in very well to the Airbnb niche that they've carved out. So Thursday, November 3rd, 12 o'clock. If you like an invitation, let us know.
So I've got one that's going to compete with you, but it's in person. This is Beyond Selfies and Glamour Shots for in-person at our office with Yvonne Sandoval with Leverage 365. That one, it's not obviously about glamour shots, but it's all about how to use photography in your listings and in your business, how to create your culture around your image, and really how to get comfortable in front of a camera. As we're doing this stuff right now, Daniel, you wouldn't have seen me on a camera 3 years ago. A lot more comfortable now. So that's going to be in our office at 11:30 on Thursday. And then we've got the virtual one at 12 o'clock on Thursday as well.
Yes. So if you want to come in person, Thursday, 10:30 if you're local. And if you're nationwide or you just would rather do something virtual, 12 o'clock, we got you. So thank you all for joining us this Monday. Be safe out there tonight. And we'll see you maybe on Thursday, but if not, next Monday.
See you guys then. Have a good one.
Take care.